everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Naomi and I love to make things with polymer clay, ceramics, resin, crafting, you name it. If you've been here before, you already know that I have a little Etsy shop where I sell my crafts and my little things that I make, and I like to stick and focus on eco-friendly packaging. So about 6 months ago I made an eco-friendly packaging video about all the different elements of my packaging, but as it's been quite a few months now, there's a lot of little things that have changed and a lot of improvements that I've tried to make. So today in this week's video I'm going to show you my packaging. Some of these things I've mentioned in more detail before, so if you want to check out the old video I will leave that linked above. But the first thing I wanted to talk about are glassine bags. So if you've already seen the first video, you'll know that I used to use little white small glassine bags because I mostly make clay pins and clay earrings and things, and I would pop them into the glassine bag, fold it up, and then I would also wrap that in tissue paper or some sort of colored paper. Some items now I've started to make things a little bit bigger, so I kind of need bigger glassine bags, and just plain glassine bags are kind of hard to find, but I did find these. So these I actually found on Amazon. They're little wax paper bags as well, and I think they're just called, you know, like sweets bags, candy bags, you know, that sort of a thing. These have come in so handy because they're in gorgeous little colors of yellow, pink, blue, they're in polka dots, they're in stripes, and they're the perfect size for any larger items that I might have. I like to package all of my clay pins and things on a backing card, which is actually my business card, which I'll show you in a minute. I put that on the business card, I put the card inside the bag, and I just simply fold up the little wax paper bag and just stick it down with some washi tape. The great thing about these bags is they're already really colorful, they're already pretty, so I don't need to have the additional step of cute tissue paper or colored paper. So by using a larger and already cute glassine bag, I can skip this additional step of adding more packaging in the form of tissue paper, which, less waste, better for the environment. So I just mentioned my business cards there. They were mentioned in the previous video, but I'll just show you them again if you're new here. So I got these business cards from Banana Print. These were printed on recycled paper, which was a really good option. Banana Print aren't a particularly eco-friendly based company, but they're really good for small businesses because they're really well priced and they do have a recycled paper option for business cards. The one element of my packaging that's not eco-friendly that's also from Banana Print are my little logo stickers. So I absolutely love these. I think they're so bright, colorful, really useful, really well priced. Banana Print are actually really cheap, so if you're a small business and you're just starting out and you don't want to spend much money, they're very well priced. But as we all know, stickers like this, the glue isn't water soluble, it's not, you know, it doesn't biodegrade very easily, so I've started switching to stamps. No Issue very kindly collaborated with me and helped me create a stamp and also some thank you cards. If you haven't heard of No Issue are an eco-friendly packaging company. They use all recycled materials and soy-based inks when printing. And they also have really good minimum orders, so if you're a small business you don't have to order hundreds of thank you cards, for example. You can actually just order them in like packs of 50. So the stamp that I had made was this one. I absolutely love it. So it's like an 8x8 centimeter logo stamp, so it's the same design as my sticker, but it's also larger, and it came with this absolutely ginormous, like, look at that, an absolutely massive ink pad, which is also soy-based ink. So now I really love to use this stamp on the outside of my boxes because my boxes are 10 by 10 centimeters and this is 8 centimeters, so it's just perfect. And it also looks great on the outside of envelopes. And this ink pad is just gonna last you so long. I have lots of other little decorative stamps and I just use all the same ink pad for it, so this is gonna last forever. The other thing that I mentioned that I got from No Issue were my thank you cards, which I absolutely love. If you remember my 4-month Etsy shop update video, I mentioned that in the future I really want to get thank you cards, and I finally have them. So I'm not too great at, you know, digital design or illustration, so I just had a very simple design created Everyone knows I really love Japanese style, so I had this little sort of Japanese wave pattern made, and on the back it just has a really simple little message. It just has thank you. It has a nice amount of space for me to write a personal message, and also just my general contact information. I'll talk about my boxes here in a second that I use, but these are a little too big for my boxes that I use for jewelry, but they're perfect for my larger items like my larger clay pots and my handmade bags and things like that. So these are going to last me quite a while, and I'm so happy with them. So when it comes to my boxes and sending larger items, I use mostly two types of box. The first are these little PIP or PIP boxes. So these are actually 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters and 2.5 centimeters in depth. And they're super handy. They just fold right up into a cute little box. They look great. I normally have my big logo stamp on the outside, and they look super, super cute. And if I'm sending something like a tote bag, which is kind of a softer item, I just use a hard-backed plain cardboard envelope. These are super handy because they're a lot more sturdy than a regular paper envelope if you're sending something that is fabric. A little tip I have for you if you like to use these kinds of envelopes for anything, I actually tend to, if I don't need the whole bag, so if I only have a small item that takes up half of this space, I just cut it in half. So I'll just take the envelope, I'll cut it directly in half. I'll usually use the sort of end that has the sticker on it already, and I'll just tape up the bottom. Then I'll reserve the other half of the envelope for a future order. I quite like to use this little trick because it means I'm using less packaging, there's less waste, and you don't want to send like a small item in a massive envelope. It's just kind of pointless. So if you like to use these, that's a little trick for you to get more bang for your buck with those envelopes. And the very last thing I wanted to talk about is washi tape. So I've kind of developed a mad collection of washi tape now. If you're not familiar with washi tape is simply just a paper-based tape. So instead of using plastic tapes, I use these really colorful little paper tapes. You could go one step further and source water-soluble paper tape on, like No Issues website. Eco & Clothes also does water-soluble tape. But if you're just a small business like me, you don't have lots of money to spend on packaging, but you do want to avoid using plastic, washi tape is a super easy way to go to have like a really, really beautiful touch to your orders, but also avoiding plastic. And that is it for my eco-friendly packaging update. Definitely a massive change for my packaging was moving from stickers to stamps. So I now kind of include stickers as a little, freebie extra with my order instead of covering my packaging with them. I can now use soy-based ink stamps, which are just, oh, that looks so good. In next week's video, I'm going to be showing you how I made these really lovely Christmas decorations. So if you remember a few weeks ago, I got some Arteza polymer clay, which is already pre-colored. So I've been experimenting with that a lot and kind of overcoming some issues that I've had with this clay. It's been driving me crazy. So next week, you're going to see how I made these really cute Christmas decorations right from the start through the resining process and the whole lot. These little Christmas decorations are actually available in my shop right now, so if you do want to have a peek at my Etsy shop, the link will be below. So thank you so much for watching this video. I know I haven't made a video in about 4 weeks. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I've been struggling with problems with my external hard drive, and I got a new external hard drive and that one doesn't want to work either, so I'm now hoping to get back on the making a video every week now that I think I can get these rolling again. And as always, thank you so much for joining me and watching my videos. I'll see you in next week's video. Bye!